Thanks for, hey, welcome to Seasparkles Corner. And this is Sylvia Thompson saying how they went from land, from a tent to a house. She's going to talk about everything she wants to share about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned as my mother shares how she went from sleeping in a tent to sleeping in a bed. Here you go.
Well, Dad brought
Oh, excuse me. It's October 23rd, 2023. Here you go.
Well, Dad bought 5 acres of land, and he put the platform, built the platform, the bottom of the house first, with and in that you have big, deep showers.
Before you talk about that, tell them, what were you and Nana and Granddad and your brothers, because my mother had 3 brothers, how were you sleeping if you had just a piece of land? Share that. How you went from, you said you slept in a tent?
Yeah, but I don't remember what happened before. Daddy built the cellar, and then he built the bottom of the frame.
Did you guys live in the cellar?
No. We
what
didn't
did you
move.
live in?
I don't remember. I just remember because I was very young. I just remember. No, I was older than that. I don't remember much before then because it's hard to remember everything. Maybe later, but I don't. All I know is we came and he had the bottom of the house. I think we lived in a tent on the land.
Okay, that would be fun for a kid.
Yeah. And probably. Anyways, the best memory I have of that is that we got I can remember him building. Okay, he used stones to build the cellar wall. Big, huge stones like this. And we I helped cement them together. And then Daddy did the wooden platform. I didn't do that. On the whole house. Then he put up a big, huge army tent, and we slept in that. And then what he did, on the right of the property, a little while from the house, in my day, it was a thing to have a spring house. I don't know if you know what that is. The spring house. Daddy built that for me. And it just fitted my bed in it. So I took the bed out and put it in there. And I slept in that all summer, every year until it was still there after I got married and moved away. But I said to Dad, when we started, I was about young, probably 10 or 11, maybe a little older. I said, Dad, I'd like to help you. And she said, sure. You going to take after me, Sylvia? I said, I guess so. None of my brothers did, none of them are. So I can remember, I told you I shingled my house in Norfolk.
Well, stick to what you're talking about, building Daddy.
Yeah.
You're building Granddad.
Okay.
Building the home.
Yeah.
We don't want to jump ahead 50 years.
Well, this was when I was a teenager coming up. And I can remember, I said, Dad, I'd like to help on the building house. Sure. He says, I'll show you. So between the two of us, nobody else was doing it. And then Mother helped when she could. So we did that. And then I can remember Daddy saying, you can't. I was helping him. We were building a firehouse with a chimney. So I helped. Dad and I built, in the living room, we built a nice big fireplace with red bricks. And then when I got up to the roof, Daddy says, you can't do it anymore, Sylvia. I don't want you to have an accident. I said, but this is the best part. So he said, all right, just be very careful. So I took one side, I built half the chimney, and Daddy red brick, and the other, I can remember doing it. And I was so proud about it, I was bragging it to everybody, And then when we got that done, of course, that's how I learned to do put wallpaper up, and I painted everything. I wanted to do everything, and I did. I even helped put the stuff in the kitchen and all that. I helped put the toilet in and everything. We had that later, you understand, when the house was all finished. Until then, we had an outhouse. The first few years when the house was finished, because Dad hadn't got the money for the toilet yet, and the bathtub. We did everything outside. And see, in those days we had barrels, wooden barrels. That you remember they have them in. That's how they put their booze in. All your drinks and everything in those days, Daddy. And we opened them up, and every bit of rain that came down was in those barrels, and we took those in and had baths with them, and washed, because the well that Daddy dug, every year it went dry. But in the north, in Massachusetts, you had plenty of rain, so you filled them up and you went and got a pail and took them in and put them in the bathtub, and that's how you had your bath, like that much of water. So that's it. Let's quit for today. I'm tired.
Okay, that's it. And that's my mother sharing some of her life, and she'll share more later.
Bits and pieces that I can remember.
Talking about, stay tuned for part 2 as she says more about building her childhood home. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.